Good morning and welcome to Sunrise. Remember your Saturday morning waker-upper? Well, we're here again to bring you a fresh edition. My name is Alero Edu.
Good morning. I'm Neo Taigbe. I had to take
Why
my
are you
time.
being so deliberate?
Well, I was watching you do the opening, and I was like, whoa, Saturday morning waker-upper. I like that phrase.
Thank you, Neota. Thank you. Are you okay this morning?
Alera, never been better.
Great, great. Now let's get to business.
Oh yeah, business.
Very interesting week as usual.
Talking about business. Very interesting indeed. It's been a week filled with so much activity around the country.
As usual.
Yeah, but exceptionally so. This happens every 4 years. It's been hyperactivity everywhere.
Rallies, campaigns, everywhere.
But the biggest joy was the amount of people. Funny thing is, they keep saying their PVC is not collected, but the numbers of people I see every day going out to search, not just collect, search for their permanent voters cards. They go out there, search for it. Sometimes they insist, I am not going anywhere until you give me my PVC, and I must get it today. In fact, yesterday someone said that they had to go and bring a generator for the ad hoc staff and plug it in there and say, you know what? You're not shutting down today.
Until I get my PVC.
Until I get my PVC.
This is all so encouraging. And in fact, some of those who were interviewed at the collection centers, I heard one lady say, it is my right. I don't have my CVC and PVC, and I'm going to vote. It is my right.
It's that enthusiasm that the electorate's showing just confirms what someone said some weeks ago, that Nigerians are more interested now than
most
they've
certainly
ever been in the electoral
certainly.
process. And so it's going to be a lot more difficult for the politicians to play some of the gimmicks they used to play, because the people now are interested, they know what they want, and they are going out to get it. So just, if you think you were planning something before,
have a rethink. Have a rethink.
Indeed, have a rethink.
Even though we're still reading about PVCs being purchased.
Oh, and stolen too.
People having 2 PVCs. In fact, some lady on the news yesterday said point blank that she had two PVCs.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes. Given to her at the same station,
So what would she... Oh, but there's another interesting side of it. Someone said, one reason why I want to get my PVC is international passports expire, driver's license expire, but PVCs do not expire. So and it's acceptable in the bank. So I have a form of identification for life.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's another way of looking at it.
That's another way. At least it's encouraging enough for you to go out there and get your PVC, no matter what the challenges might be, and no matter what the rumors might be, shift, no shift. Just go out there, be a true Nigerian, go get your PVC and stand out there.
And don't just go get it. Please use it. Your vote is very, very important. Otherwise, you don't have any moral justification to complain about things not working in your country because you were not part of the selection or election process. You need to, the people need to determine for themselves who has a better program for them and who will give them what they want, who will take this country forward.
Someone asked...
the state forward, the local government forward,
The word forward. There are those who have issues with their PVCs being lost or misplaced. And someone actually said theirs were stolen by robbers or something. Then there was this story we heard of how the PVCs were being transported from Abuja to one particular state, and armed robbers waylaid them and collected all the PVCs.
Yes, but how useful is a stolen PVC to you? Because
the card reader is going to be there to authenticate
the thumbprint.
And someone actually said they saw those that went to collect the PVC said they actually saw where they were using the card reader, and if it is used effectively, there's no way you can use somebody's card where the person is not there.
It would be like stealing somebody's passport. Stealing somebody's passport is quite useless to you right now.
Exactly.
Because the person's biometrics are there, and once you put your print in and they see that the print on the passport is not the one you're giving, that's it. You probably end up in jail.
These elections promise to be very interesting.
And we hope that the enthusiasm being shown will continue all through the elections, and we will all go out there and vote.
And
Well,
vote
and we're talking about starting from next Saturday.
next Saturday.
We hope.
Well, INEC's having a meeting today. Where we are,
They should be
they
meeting
said-
as we speak.
Yes, they're with the stakeholders. Where we have this
Who are the
senior colleague and uncle of ours, Uncle Ted, will say,
Yeah.
"What do you mean by stakeholders?" Uncle Ted, we miss you.
The council has determined that there will be no shift. So can INEC just have a meeting and decide, oh, we're going to shift?
No,
Because
but the council decided that. I guess we'll get to hear more of that, about that.
Yes,
later
in
on. But
the
the
course
council
of the
decided
program,
that
yes.
based on what INEC told them, that they are not shifting, they are ready to go. So if INEC's meeting today, we don't know what the agenda of their meeting is. Are they
how many
bowing?
PVCs have been collected? How many do we have left?
Well, maybe we should just be patient, be the patient dog here, and wait for INEC to finish their meeting, and then let us know what their decision
exactly
is.
they're up to. Okay, but people are saying that they don't want the elections shifted.
No, many people don't want it shifted, but shifted or not shifted,
Yeah.
the other side of it is the issue of violence, the issue of unrest, the issue of protests. Please, wherever you are, as far as you're a Nigerian, just ensure that you ensure there is peace. Calmly cast your vote, calmly, and insist that nobody causes chaos there.
Yes, all that is good. All that is good. This is the fifth, we're moving into the 6th week of 2015, and not much has happened in this country apart from elections. It looked like everything came to a standstill or has come to a standstill, and people are saying, we can't do anything till after the elections. We can't do anything till after the elections. So if these elections are shifted, imagine what that portends for businesses, for employment and all, because people are just waiting to hear the results of the election so that they can know what direction things are going to move in, so they can then determine what they are going to do. So a lot is actually hanging on these elections. People can't actually wait for them to be over and done with.
Alera, I can only heave a sigh and pray that everything will work out as it's supposed to, so that, life can go on.
Indeed.
Schools are
indeed.
shutting down. Schools across the country are shutting down. My niece calls me yesterday, said, okay, we're going home. Everybody's just shutting down, all for the election.
Yes.
All the stakeholders, political parties, politicians, INEC, security operatives, let's ensure that this is done once and for all.
And don't forget, some states actually declared a day or two holiday so that people can go collect
their
PVCs.
PVCs. And that was really...
So are we going to go through that again should the elections be shifted?
I don't...
Question mark. And campaign trail all over the country, presidential level, governorship level, everybody's campaigning. The airwaves are full. You're being deafened by campaign material on radio, on television, pages and pages in newspapers. But the same thing I said last week, I'm going to say, we want to hear the issues you're going to be dealing with, not whether somebody stole 10 naira, 50 years ago. He should have been disqualified to start with. We shouldn't even arrive at that situation where we get to know that a candidate used to be a thief. But tell us what you have for us. How do you intend to move this country forward? What do you intend to do to make our lives better? That's what we want to hear. Please stick to issues. And all the talk about the presidential debate, I ask myself, how many people are actually going to watch that debate, should it happen? Nyota sitting down in his air-conditioned living room,
If there's a condition.
NEPA permitting. Are those the people who actually vote? But that being said, I'll be the first one to admit that, yes, it does have some effect on people.
Yes, it does.
Because during the Abiola Tofa time, it was the presidential debate that swung me and made me actually determine whatever it takes, I'm going to go out there, stand on that queue in the sun, and vote for Abiola.
But
based on his performance at that debate.
based on what he said,
Yes.
I'm of the opinion, again, it's a personal, and I'm told we're not allowed to share. Permit me to share my personal opinion here. I think politicians need to come to the point where campaigns don't just start when you're about to get to the elections.
Right you are.
Let your service be your campaign.
You're
So-
speaking about those who are incumbents. But what about newcomers?
No, even the newcomers. I mean,
Okay.
if you're serving your people, well, you know this, my people say they want me to come and serve. No, if you're serving your people in that capacity where you are, when you step out to say, Alero, you've known me for 20 years or for 5 years. These are the things I have done. Now I want to step on this table and this is what I want to do. Because you have seen what I've done, you'll be the one to tell your friends,
campaign
"Hey,
for you.
I know this person," and then you find
know
out
he
that
can do it.
the money spent
Yeah.
on rallies will be reduced. The rallies would be reduced, and we can begin to have things like debates. Can we move
Well
on
said.
to our
Well
menu?
said. Well said. Well said. I need to talk about posters and billboards because
They're
there's a
beautifying
lot-
they're beautifying the country.
yes, they are certainly. But am I going to vote because I saw your face on a poster?
Question.
Menu.
Many.
Thank you. We're going to start by looking at the 2015 elections, Nigeria 2015 Council of States decision.
Yes. And then staying with Nigeria 2015, we'll focus on the electorate. What about the electorate?
And not surprising at all, we're going to move to Anambra State and look at development in Anambra. I'm sure some people are going to say Anambra State again. Yes, developments in Anambra State.
Then we'll go on to Artist of the Week. So you just get yourself ready to find out who that Artist of the Week is. It promises to be an exciting program today.
Good. So grab your cup of tea or whatever it is that you like and relax and join us for the rest of the program in just a moment.